The EU Parliament President is backing the use of longer-range missiles by Ukraine in its defense against Russia. Roberta Metsola wants Germany to quickly deliver its long-range Taurus system to Kyiv. But Chancellor Olaf Scholz has been staunchly opposed to sending the system. Metsola's statement follows Russia's use of a new type of missile in an attack on Thursday. It targeted Dnipro city in the central east region of Ukraine. The hypersonic Oreshnik missile was used by Russia for the first time in the war. President Vladimir Putin says the weapon will continue to be tested. Well, Assad Baig is live for us in Kyiv, and listening to the latest statements from the Russian president sounds pretty defiant on the use of missiles, right?
Absolutely, he has been defiant. And as you said, he said that Russia will continue to test these missiles, including in combat situations, depending on the threat to Russia. He also said that Russia has stocks of these weapons, that they can produce these. He congratulated the defense ministry, and he outlined that this wasn't a modernization of an old system, but a new type of missile. And he's also been boasting that there are no air defenses in the world that can intercept these missiles. Now, obviously, this attack on Dnipro, the central eastern city of Dnipro, came after Ukraine used those longer range missiles supplied by the United States and the United Kingdom and given permission to use those inside Russia. And this seems to be a warning, not just to Ukraine, but also to the Western countries that back Ukraine. Now, President Zelenskyy has also spoken on Friday evening, and he said that people should not give in to the threat by Putin. He's appealing to Western countries again for more weapons, as he has done throughout this war from the beginning, asking for more air defenses. But he also seemed to criticize embassies and his own parliament. In fact, if I can remind you, earlier on in the week, the United States embassy here in Kyiv and some other embassies decided to close, citing a possible security threat of a missile strike. And then on Friday, the parliament closed, also citing a missile threat. Now, President Zelenskyy said, well, unless there's information from intelligence agencies, everyone should operate as normal, including his own parliament, and they shouldn't use it as an excuse to reduce hours or take a day off. He said if there's an air raid siren, then go to the shelter, but don't, other than that, don't take a day off.
And Assad, the Ukrainian president, is now appealing to the world to intervene and take a tougher stance on the expansion of Russian weaponry, right? What is he calling for?
Well, President Zelenskyy, from the outset of this war, has been appealing for Western countries and the world to take stronger stances. And in many ways, he's been successful in terms of sanctions against Russia and asking for weapons. So Ukraine has had F-16s, it had battlefield tanks, it has howitzers, HIMARS, giving it the equipment that it needs to fight Russia. But really what Ukraine wants is more weapons, and really what Zelenskyy would have liked from the very beginning is Western intervention. Now, he's not really going to get that. What he is going to get are weapons. He's had landmines, longer-range missiles. But the reality is, on the battlefront in eastern Ukrainian forces are losing ground around the cities of Kupiansk, Pokrovsk, Kharkov. In fact, in Kharkov, it was almost encircled, and now there's reports that Russian forces are actually inside, and there's fighting taking place inside Kharkov and also Chasiv Yar. So they're losing ground on the eastern front, and no matter how many weapons Ukraine has, there's this problem that they need to address, and that's the manpower problem. They're facing a serious manpower problem, and that's why many analysts believe that the Russian forces are gaining ground in the east.
All right, we'll leave it there. Thanks so much, Assad Baig.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.